Okay, if you were seeing this, life is about to be as smooth as butter. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, not butter, butter. I don't know why it's coming across like that, um, but it is. Okay, there's this whole like, I don't know, maybe you're a fan of Barbara Streisand or just, this specific song, but after I heard, I just kept hearing. So let me tell you. So I'm brushing my teeth, and I just keep hearing bowl of butter, bowl of butter, bowl of butter, and I'm like, what? So I'm like, okay, a bowl of butter. What does that mean? It's going to be smooth, rich. That's nice. But then after a while, I started making my coffee, then that song came in, and it's "Rain on My Parade" by Barbara Streisand. Look it up. I love that song since I was a kid. Like, I had no business knowing what who Barbara Streisand was when I think I was like 4. And then I guess maybe, from New York, so I guess. But really, it's just the weirdest thing. I just love that song, okay? You would think I have all the lyrics memorized, but no, I don't. I just loved how she said certain words. That's what stuck with me when I was little, okay? I didn't understand "Don't Rain on My Parade." I didn't get that. I just heard like butter and, sit around and putter, things like that. Like, I've always loved wordplay, so that might be important for you too. Oh, poetry! I just heard. Okay, so I don't want to go too off track because that's what kind of starts happening. So the song "Don't Rain on My Parade" started coming in. And it was like the first couple of lines, I had to look it up. Like something, something, don't tell me to sit around and putter. Life's candy and the sun's a bowl of butter. So I don't know, something good is coming in for you, or you've actively been working on it and like you just see it. Now I see sprouting, like you just see it blossoming, and you're excited, and you're telling other people, don't get in my way. Don't give me your bad juju. Okay. I don't need your evil eye on me. Stay away from me. Kind of feeling. That's what I'm getting. You're not going to rain on my parade. You're not going to tell me, oh, that's not going to work. You're not going to tell me, oh, that's kind of a big dream. Do you really think you can do it? Ooh, why did that come out? Wow. Mm. Okay. No, no, no. So maybe don't share it with those people that are in your life that are like that. Um, wow, that that took me aback. Oh my goodness. Okay, I didn't even shuffle anything. This kept going through, and I see money. Okay, so whatever this is, it's going to bring in money. Maybe it has to do with money because I'm also seeing like finance now. So maybe, I don't know. I don't know if like that's the field that you're in and you've got some kind of a project or an account. Because I see files now. Yeah, or you're trying to land an account. All right, good for you. Go for it. What is that saying? Like you only miss 100% of the shots you never took. Okay? So that's coming through for a reason. I did not even shuffle, like I said. I was just so excited to get this out. I don't know. There's just something about that song that puts me in such a good mood. I think it's the way. Again, it's the way she pronounces those words. It's very New York for me. It feels home. It feels home. It feels like home. Like, I don't know. It really resonates with me. So I think that's why it put me on like this high this morning. I know it doesn't make sense. It's weird. I get it. I hear it as I'm saying it, and I understand that you'd be like, so words put you on a high? Okay. But there's a reason I'm sharing this with you. So it must be that you need to try it, okay? Whether it's poetry, because poetry did come out before while I was talking or channeling, really, because that's what happens. Um, Poetry and I don't know, journaling, wordplay came out, I think. Unless I just thought about it. I'm pretty sure I said it. Wordplay. So crosswords, expanding your vocabulary. Maybe that's something you're interested in doing. I don't know. Whatever it is, do it. Okay. These also might be like random, because these are random thoughts. They're not random. They're sending it to me, but you know what I mean. To other people, it's going to seem random. Um, so other people are going to perceive this as like random thoughts. So maybe this is going to be like a random idea that pops up in your head, and it spark. I see a light bulb like right here in your that's your heart. I'm second guessing where the heart is. All right, I'm really thrown off by this today. Okay, I don't even know what to tell you. I'm like, my mind is here. I'm not really thinking. um, okay, so anyway, I saw a light bulb go off in your heart. Okay. Um, yeah, I'm telling you, like this energy feels so high, so giddy, and like I just love it. I love tapping into this kind of this feeling. I heard this is who I am, and this is who I am, and this is why I'm hot. That was a song. This is why I'm hot. This is why. This is why. This is why I'm hot. What was it? I'm hot because I am. You ain't because you not. Something like that. Look it up, okay? What are you sending me? Okay, I do not recommend saying that to anyone because we do not want to disparage anyone else, okay? But I think it's just the vibe that you're also getting. Like you feel like you're on, I see cloud nine. You feel like you're on cloud nine with this idea. It really sparks something in you and like motivates you to get going. All right, guys. I feel like taking which deck? I'm gonna make that decision. I don't know. Like it's one of two. Um, but yeah. Okay, so let me just figure that out and I'll be right back. I'm back. So I, of course, picked my favorite one. But I'll explain that. I feel like explaining this to you. I don't know why, but they're telling me to explain it. So I chose this one, the little guide deck. It's by Nordic Light Tarot. You can find her on YouTube. She's great. I love her. But I just, so her illustrations are so simple. And that's what I like because it helps me just stay in tapped in. I don't get distracted by images. I'm just able to really focus in on what they're telling me and what they're sending me. And also because there's so many, like, if you look at the cards, there are a lot of like blank spaces. And so when I zoom in just on a blank space, I get a vision. Like it's kind of like when they show that stereotypical psychic staring into a crystal ball. The point of that is like you have a focal point, or at least that's what they're telling me. Okay, you have a focal point to hone in on, and like it's kind of like zone out into. A lot of persistence there. um yeah, so you get to like zone out and kind of, I don't know, again, like get visions and get whatever symbols that they're sending and then interpret it, right? So that's why I like this one. I really love this one. Not even like, I love it. Okay, now that I've explained that, I don't know why you needed to know that. We have True Love. I just split it on purpose. Give it one more shuffle, then I'll tap. Yeah. And this feels so ooh. 8:53 on the clock, so that's like 8:08. Yeah, the energy, just like I said, I feel so high, but then I also feel like it feels purposeful and fast, like really quick moving. I don't know, when I listen to this back to see if there's anything that I need to add in, yeah, I feel like I'm gonna have to like stop it and like what are you rambling on about? Because that's what it feels like. It's kind of like it gives me, oh my goodness, I'm seeing, so okay, hold on, I'll get back to the cards, but what they're showing me is like a child who's like, when they're like 7 or 8 and they start storytelling, and they go off. The stories don't even make any sense, right? One minute they're on a farm, the next minute they're in a rocket ship, and the next minute they're like singing and dancing, right? It's none of it makes sense, but it's just they're speaking so fast. That's what they're having me focus on, and then and then and then and then, and that's how they're constantly just talking, like, I don't know, the dog went to the well, and then it saw the sun, and then the moon came out, and then it's like that. That's the energy. Like, it's just so excited, and you're just so, oh my goodness, I don't know, like motivated. And really, like now they're showing me a train like barreling down the tracks, just like, just going. That's amazing. So this is It's all good what they're showing me. It's not like they're not showing me like mistakes. They're just showing me like, boom, now's the time to go. Like 3, 2, 1. I see 3, 2, 1, blast off. I was just talking about rockets, so I don't know if someone's entering a program or maybe like there's NASA Space Camp, not NASA, NASA. I don't know if I just said NASA, but whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. They're sending me these and I'm just spitting them out. Like it's really coming in fast. Um, yeah, all right, let's see. What does any of this have anything to do with anything? Let me know. Okay, so the show, I don't know, maybe you felt like life was boring? Because what I'm seeing, hold on, I'm just gonna put the deck down for a second. Because what I'm seeing is someone like going through, it's like a cafeteria, but not a school cafeteria. This feels like either like a hospital cafeteria, so I feel like it's an adult that's going through this, like going through the motions. But again, everything is in like gray scale, so that means like boring. It's not, it's just very mundane and you're not actually living life. That's what it feels like, okay? So they're just showing me someone like picking up the same thing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, picking up the same thing, putting it on their tray and just going down and paying for it. Next day, same thing, pick up the same things, go down. It's like it feels like you were bored and you were just going, maybe that's, that was like what your lunch hour was like. I don't know. Or you were picking the same things over and over because they keep showing me the tray with like the juice and I can't see what's in the bowl, but there's like food in the bowl. It kind of looks like soup. I don't know, maybe dal and rice. I just see like I can't really focus on food. I don't know. I don't think I need to. I think the point of it is that you just kept picking the same thing. So maybe you were just, comfort zone. Maybe you were just staying in your comfort zone because you just didn't know what else to do or you didn't have the want. Because I don't even see you looking, well, not you, whoever this is. I don't even see you looking at other things. Like you're literally just, you zoom into what it is you need to do, you zoom into what it is you like, and you just take it and then you go about your day. Like just same thing over and over again. Now they're showing me clock in, clock out, clock in, clock out, clock in, clock out. Yeah, it's not like you're not actually, you don't feel like you're actually living because you can have that kind of a day, that kind of a job, and still, live a full life. It doesn't mean that, when you're in that kind of practice, I want to say. Why is practice coming out? I mean like job or career where, you have to clock in, clock out, and it's the same thing, like factory work almost. It doesn't mean that just because you're doing that, your life is boring. It doesn't have to be. That's like they're showing me someone who's doing that and then they go out and they have like a blast. So like they have a good work-life balance. This person who's picking up the same food and, going down the whatever that thing is called, that little metal conveyor belt that you move your tray on. um, they are not living. They're the ones who are just going through the motions and like you haven't found that work-life balance. So like you needed a change and this idea, whatever it is, whatever's coming in, and it doesn't have to be like, because they're not showing me like a change in direction. They're just showing me like a little, what do you call that? Like a detour, I guess. You go, you find something cool and it wakes you up and you just go back to what you were doing. But now you've got like a different vibe. You're in a different headspace almost. So maybe it's like it's going to be like a hobby or something that makes work easier for you or something that makes work more enjoyable for you, something like that. But whatever it is, like you're going to feel like, oh, life is good. Like you just, okay, they're showing me something like cracking open. Yeah, so maybe you were just, it could just be like life. Things were going on. You had so much, um, I was going to say on your plate, and then I wanted to say burdens. Um, you just had a lot on your plate, so you couldn't be who you really are. They're showing me like a little kids. What are they? Like maybe like 5-ish, and just playing. Like the girl is spinning around in her dress, and the boy is just bouncing the ball, and like they're just being, that's it, it feels like them, like they feel like, oh, life could not be better, and they're not doing anything incredible. But like I said, the boy is bouncing the ball and the girl is just spinning around in her dress like doo doo doo. So it's like, yeah, they didn't, so they feel like they're at home, like everything is right with the world, and the way you or this person was feeling is everything was not right with the world. Like there was no, something was missing, like something was missing, because they're showing me a puzzle and a piece that's missing. But now you found that piece, like you looked over the side of the table, you picked it up and you put it in. Like that's what's going on here. That's why life is going to feel so good. And that richness, I think it has to deal. I was going to say it has to do with, but I guess deal. Maybe it's a deal. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It has to do with, what was I going to say? Now I got distracted because I got focused on the words. Oh my goodness. Ugh, why did I do that? Help me remember. It has to do with, I feel like I was going to say something important. It'll come back to me. They'll send it back if it's important. Anyway, what was I? And I'll remember it when I'm rewatching this. So puzzle piece is what I was saying, picking it up. Oh, it has to do with feeling more fulfilled. Thank you. They showed me a cup being filled. Oh my goodness. You know what? I feel like they want me to tell you this. Tap in, like do it for yourself. Connect with your guides, because you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about, okay? It might be a little different. Like maybe you won't see visions, maybe you'll just hear them. That's okay. Or maybe it won't be like that. Maybe they'll communicate with you with songs. I'm telling you, whatever it is, you're going to have these moments where you just start laughing and you're going to realize that, oh my God, life is so magical. Life is miraculous. Like, look, I'm connecting with beings that I can't see, but I can hear, or they're not in front of me, but I can see them in my third eye. Like you're going to have these different experiences, okay? It's going to be different for everyone. Everyone has these gifts, but they're like slightly different, okay? Yeah. So tap in. Okay. Am I pressuring them? Is that what you're telling me? They're showing me like it looks like peer pressure. They're like, that is not what I'm doing. That's not what I'm doing. I'm encouraging you, okay? I'm not trying to pressure you. They're showing me Dare. So that was like this program when I was growing up. What was it? Drug abuse and something. I don't know. It was about prevention, and it was like encouraging kids not to fall for peer pressure, right? So they're showing me someone wearing that Dare shirt, and then someone else like handing them something like, come on, you want to, you want to. And that person's like, no. But this is not peer pressure. Is it? Do you feel like it's peer pressure? I'm sorry. That's not what I'm doing here. I'm merely encouraging you, okay? Because I think it is. And they're also making fun of me now. God. And what does that look like? That looks like they're showing me people laughing. And I feel the energy I feel is like the laughing is towards me, but they're not. It's never malicious, okay? I don't know why I feel like telling you that. When you tap in, it's never, if you feel something malicious, that's when you double down on like the protective prayers, okay? Because it is never that. Even when they're showing me this, like this vision of the peer pressure, right? Everything is very light, and it's like if I had to compare, I don't know why fabrics. Maybe this has to do with fabrics for you. Like you're going into fashion design or something. I don't know. But they're showing me different fabrics. So there's one where it's like light and airy, almost like a chiffon or an organza. And that's a word, right? I'm pretty sure. After this, I'm gonna have to call my mother and ask her, or just Google it. Anyway, and then on the other side, there's something much much heavier, much more dense, like you can't even pick it up. So it shouldn't feel like that. It should feel very light and airy. Like that's what it is. If they send me that heavy energy, it's like a warning, or I don't know why I'm really going into detail with you, like what they're sending, what they send me and how they communicate with me. I think maybe it's like they really want you to do it for yourself. Like your own guides. Do it, okay? Do it, because I'm being called to like tell you, like give you clues as to what you're going to experience, so this way you don't get scared. I guess. Yeah. All right. Okay. So that's what it is. So yeah, I guess I was peer pressuring you into doing it. So just do it. Okay. Anyway, let's go back. Let's go back. I don't know. Did I wake my cards up yet? This is a weird one. I feel like I say that every reading though, right? Like, this is wild. This is weird. It is. It's a wild experience. Look at that. See, aren't we having fun? So you're going to have a fun time. That's what all of this is. It's like, I told you, that's what it feels. You see this carnival? Like, it looks like, this reminds me of a carnival, okay? And I just see like a clown holding a balloon and like a circus. It's just, there's like awe and wonder and fun and excitement. That's everything that I see for you. That's what's coming in. Whatever this is, whatever idea this is, whatever hobby it is, or just, you know, an event, maybe it's you reconnect, because they're showing me two friends like bumping into each other. Maybe that's what happens. You just bump into someone you haven't seen in such a long time, and you remember like how life was when they were in your life, and like you were having fun, because I see someone going home and like sipping tea and reminiscing now. And like that's a little spark for you to be like, I need to find my own spark of joy again. So that conversation maybe that you have is going to be like some kind of like a catalyst for this, or I don't know, it's going to be different for everyone, but I just want to tell you that it's going to be a fun time. Like that gray, wow, anguish. Okay. So that's what you were in for a while, or you're just coming out of like this gray clouds. All right, so I don't know why I still know this or remember this, because I don't really remember much. My memory is not that wonderful. Okay, but they're showing me like I had to write it out and like draw things for it. So there was this project, and I want to say it was like third, fourth grade, maybe fourth or fifth. I don't know, whatever. And we had to write a poem about a word, and the word that I picked out of the bowl was anguish. And so this is the poem, okay? It's gray anguish, gray clouds circling above, winds howling like wolves. The pain I feel cannot be expressed in words. Anguish. That's what you were in for so long. Or even if you didn't feel that, it felt like the gray clouds, right? And like a windy day. Like they're showing me Wuthering Heights, if you read that book. And the moors. Whoa. Yeah, like it's a very dark, it's not a good place to be in emotionally, okay? And like that's where you were. But you're out of it, or you're getting out of it, okay? Whatever this is. I feel like that's what life was. I don't feel like you're in that now though, because I see someone tiptoeing out of it. Like so it won't follow you. You're like slowly tiptoeing out of it and into like this field with trees and with like bright colors and the sun in front of you and like a meadow. So you're slowly kind of, maybe you're waking yourself up. Like, okay, that's not who I want to be. That's not who I am. I don't know. Wow. Where is this reading going? Anyway, good things are coming in, okay? You focus on that. Strength and celebration. Look at that. Okay, so this is who you had to be for so long. They're bringing me into these like prickly, what are those called? The pins? The pins of cactus, is that it? Or the needles? I think it's needles. Um, yeah, this is what kind of what life felt like. Like you had to be very cautious. Like other, one wrong move and it would prick you here, and you're surrounded by these cacti everywhere. Um, for whatever situation you were in. But now look at this. Look at both of the cards that came out. Look at that. Celebration and fun, okay? This is your bowl of butter. That yellow here. I can't I haven't figured this out yet. So here, all that yellow is bringing me back to that statement, that bowl of butter. Life's going to be like a bowl of butter, like smooth and rich and creamy and just wonderful. Okay? Yeah, that's where you want to focus. Forget about the gray clouds, forget about the moors, forget about all that. That's done. That is done. What's on the motivation? See? Look at that sunflower. I told you, I think earlier I said it felt like you're motivated to move forward. You might just be the one that's like snapping out of it. Whatever it was that was holding you back, you're like breaking that and just plowing forward because you want to. Yeah. All right. Anything else? Oh, 911 on the clock. Ooh, the key. Oh, look at that. Intuition, healing, and good vibes. What did I say? Tap in, okay? They are really telling you to do that. And look up this animal. The significance of a stag might be pertinent for you, okay? Stag and healing, your intuition and healing. That's what you've been going through in order to get out of this prickly era, okay? And now you're here. So this healing, your intuition brought you here. Good vibes. Look at how relaxed and peaceful that panda is, right? While he's chowing down on the bamboo. He's like, nothing gets to me. Nothing bothers me. They're cute animals. Oh, he's got a little smile on his face too. Look at that. Can you see it? Look at that. A happy little panda. Look up a panda. Maybe a panda is significant for you, okay? Yeah, so I'm going to show you all this. Hold on. So let's put up fun times, celebration, and good vibes. That's where you are. This is what you have going for you now, okay? And this is behind you, that prickly. Focus on the cacti. That's done. All right? They just showed me resourceful. Like you had to be very careful financially and anything, because they're showing me now someone like walking on a floor with like glass. Like you have to be very careful with every step that you take. So there was something going on in the past that really kind of held you back from enjoying life. But now that's over. Those burdens are gone. You've cast them aside. And I see someone tossing their... Isn't that a good feeling? I was going to say I see someone, but it's a kid, this one feels like an adolescent tossing their backpack off their back, running and going to play basketball. Like, just like school's out. I'm done. I'm out and going to play. So like that feeling of freedom as you're tossing that backpack off, those burdens off, and then running towards what it is that brings you joy. For this kid, it's basketball, right? And just like that joy and elation that this child feels, or adolescent, I don't know, do we still call them a child? I guess. They still are. At least mentally, right? What is it? The frontal lobe doesn't... Why am I telling you all this? The frontal lobe doesn't form fully until I think the mid-20s for males, and for women, early 20s. So yeah, when you think you're an adult, you're still not an adult yet. You're still pretty immature in thinking. I don't know why that came through. Whatever. They bring it to the front and I just say it, okay? Yeah. So focus on this. This is what I want you to focus on. I want you to embody that kid that is getting out of school and tossing that burden, tossing those books and backpacks off their shoulder or backpack. You can't hold more than one. Tossing that backpack off and running to whatever it is that brings you joy, whatever it is that makes you feel like this, okay? Because that is what makes life feel incredible for you. And when you're there, no one is going to be able to rain on your parade. No one's going to be able to bring you down because you're going to be so tapped in that it won't matter what they say. Maybe that's also a part of it. You know, here, when you were here, you couldn't really connect because you didn't have the energy, you didn't have the want, you just didn't have the headspace for it. So people really did impact you with what they said and how I see words, like people talking and words sticking, just like Velcro, right? Sticking all over. And it's not necessarily kind things. So yeah, but when you're here and you're connected and you feel this, you feel these good vibes, it's not going to affect you. It really won't. You'll be able to see that, okay, they need to do this. They need to do a little bit of healing. Because whatever they're projecting on you has nothing to do with you. All right? Those are their own insecurities. Who tells someone, what successful person tells someone you're never going to make it? It's not possible. It's only going to be the person who is A, envious, B, wants to show me hoarding, so wants everything for themselves, C, someone who wants to keep you down, D, someone who feels like they're showing you like a pie, and like you should only get a small slice and they get to keep. That's kind of like hoarding. Okay, so maybe that's where they're getting me to focus more. It's someone who wants to keep all the good for themselves and they want you to have only a little bit, just a little bit, because you can't have more than them. They have to have it all. You can have crumbs. That's the kind of mentality that that person has, and whoever it is that's trying to rain on your parade, remember, they need to do this. So you can share. They're showing me earplugs again. It's like la 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 la. Don't listen. Don't listen to that, okay? There's a difference. Understand the difference between constructive criticism and just plain envy and degradation is coming through. Yeah, they just want to like degrade you and show me chipping, like they're chipping away at you. Don't let that happen. Okay, if there's constructive criticism, of course, take that in, take an advice that could help propel you forward. But don't take anything that's going to chip away at your soul. That, no. That you block, okay? That you keep yourself here, okay? Use this. You'll know the difference. You'll know when someone's intentions are kind and when they genuinely want you to do well versus when they want to bring you down and like hold you back. That's not what you listen to, all right? So yeah, so tap in, okay? Because this will help you a great deal. It really will. It'll help you keep in the good vibes area and fun times area and celebration area. All right, I think that's enough. This was a nice reading. I like that. Look up that song. I think you'll get a kick out of the way she says buttah too. I don't know why. I just felt like saying it again. All right, so life is going to be very, very good. It's going to feel smooth and creamy and rich like a bowl of butter. See, I had to get it in one more time. All right, I think that is it. I hope this resonated with you because it is a beautiful reading, I think, especially since, they were telling me to peer pressure you into tapping in. Find that way. I'm going to tell you again, it doesn't have to be with regular meditation. You can zone out when you're using like one of those Japanese, they're showing me that rake, that sand rake that you use, Japanese sand garden, doodling, painting, dancing, Music, listening to music, creating music, journaling, anything, okay? Whatever gets you into that zone. They're showing me a scene from Soul, the movie. It's a Disney movie. Look it up because there's a portion where he goes into some realm with one of the spirits, right? And he's showing the spirit what it feels like to be in that zone. And so for him, for this character, it was when he was playing the piano, because I think he was a jazz musician, something like that. And they just like, he's just playing the piano, kind of just riffing, not even really aware of what his fingers are doing on the piano, but just like enjoying the music, and it just sends him higher. That's what you need to find for yourself. Ooh, key on the bottom. That is the key, okay? Come on, focus. There we go. Look at that. That's the key for you. All right, I think that is it for today. Let me know if this resonated. Leave me a comment, like, share, whatever you have to do. I don't know. Whatever you feel like doing, okay? Yeah, but whenever you have this, regardless of whether or not this resonated and you want to leave a like, share, it doesn't matter. I hope you have a wonderful day, wonderful night whenever you see this, okay? And just know that you are entering this space, okay? That's it. All right. Now I'm really saying goodbye. Goodbye.